Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fred Holmes. I'm a triple diamond with Zija International, and it's my privilege to welcome you to our Tuesday evening business presentation for Zija International. I'm checking in with you from my home office. Welcome to my home. And this evening, what we're going to do is we're going to share some information about our company, the world-class products we're bringing to market, and give you a chance to meet some of the people that have been involved with our company for a while. And this information is really for those of you that have been invited as a guest, perhaps a friend or a neighbor, maybe a coworker or family member has been talking to you about Zija International, maybe sharing some of our products with you. And perhaps they've been telling you something is about to happen with this company. And I'm going to share a little bit more about what's going to be going on in the next 14 days. Leading up to a major announcement. But let me go ahead and get started. This evening we have a lot of information to go over in the next several minutes. I encourage you to grab a pen and paper. You're probably going to want to take a few notes. And so let me get my little presentation started here. I'll find it real quick. Is that it? Let's see here. There we go. So what we're going to be talking about this evening is Zija International and our new mantra, the Natural Health Revolution. Now, Zija International is perfectly poised to be able to take advantage of some major challenges we're experiencing today in the Western world, and a lot of this information is really not news. It's things that you've already heard of. Today, our health and wellness is under attack from a number of different areas. We know that today, 6 of the top 10 causes of death are directly linked to the diet that we have. 70% of the world's population is on at least one prescription medication. 2/3 of the world's population is overweight. And when you look at the industries this has created, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars being spent to address these health and wellness issues. Our focus is to be able to address the 3 critical elements. Number 1 is to nourish the body. Today we're looking at close to 3 million deaths a year in the Western world attributed to improper nutrition. And then next, to restore the body to optimal health. We're looking at a situation today where literally there are thousands of deaths attributed every year to over-medication. And then finally, once we restore the body to bring it back to its healthy, vibrant lifestyle, inactivity is the cause of millions of deaths in the Western world. Zija International is perfectly poised to take advantage of these challenges in our society today because we can excel in all 3 of the areas: to naturally nourish the body through our core moringa products, naturally restore the body through our line of essential oils, Omeo essential oils, and then tap into, a multi-billion-dollar a year marketplace, which is the sports nutrition line with our Ripsticks fitness supplements. Now, all of this is being brought to us by Vice President of our company, Dr. Joshua Plant. For those of you who aren't familiar with Josh, he is one of the smartest young minds in the scientific community today. He graduated #1 in his class from Harvard Medical School with a PhD in biological sciences. If it's not impressive enough to be first in your class from Harvard, he completed that program, which is typically a 7 to 8 year program. He did it in 3.5 years while raising a young family. He's one of only 14 people to have received the prestigious National Institutes of Health Fellowship Award, and he is now part of the Zija family. Now, the challenges we have today are all related to, unfortunately, what we consume. When I was growing up in the 50s and 60s, this is what we called the food pyramid. Natural grains, healthy, lean meats, dairy products, and so on. Today, this is the food pyramid. I call it the 4 basic food groups: tacos, nachos, hamburgers, and I suppose, soda and donuts, something like that. And we realize that our health is under attack because of the nature of our food chain. 87% of the Western world is undernourished in at least one key nutrient. Today, our food chain is just flooded with synthetic nutrients, artificial colorants, artificial sweeteners. And the answer to this is found in a powerful botanical, something nature has provided for us, called the Moringa oleifera tree. Now, Moringa oleifera, it's been studied for many, many years. It contains more calcium, 4 times the calcium of milk, gram for gram, 3 times the potassium of bananas, twice the protein of yogurt, 4 times the vitamin A of carrots, and 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. The challenge is that it's pretty much unheard of in the Western world. The Moringa oleifera tree, it's nature's miracle tree, contains 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatories, all of the omegas, 3, 6, and 9, all of the amino acids, including the 9 essential amino acids that our bodies can't produce, and it's doing so in a single botanical, and so it comes to us provided, in balance, all the nutrients we need to sustain optimal health. Now, Zija International, when we launched our company here a short 10 years ago, we were known as the Moringa Company because we were the only people bringing the Moringa oleifera tree to the Western world to market. Today, we are still #1, and while there have been other companies that have tried to, introduce some Moringa products, they will never be able to provide the quality that we do, and it's because of the way Zija has been doing this. First of all, we start out by investing millions of dollars to find the correct Moringa oleifera tree. There's, I believe, something like 13 different species, over 40 different varietals of the Moringa tree. And once we determined the most nutrient-rich varietal, we then created our own plantations. So we grow our own Moringa trees, all natural, all organic, UK soil standards for organic. And the reason we use the United Kingdom soil standards, they're the most stringent. And so while it costs a lot more money, this is what creates the quality of our products. And then we take it a step farther and we hand harvest our Moringa trees. It certainly takes more time, it's more expensive, but it allows us to get the very best parts of the tree. Then we take it another step farther, and on-site in our plantations, we shade dry the harvested Moringa trees because it allows us to ensure the nutrient density and potency and maintain the live enzymatic properties of the tree. We then import our raw materials here to the United States, where we manufacture our products in our own pharmaceutical grade manufacturing facility. We are the only company in our market space that provides nutritional supplementation, and we do it at pharmaceutical grade qualities. And it's this ability to literally have a vertical supply chain, to do everything from the ground up under our control, is what creates the quality of Moringa products. Now, nourishing the body and then adding to that the opportunity to help people address this epidemic of overweight situation, we have a program that's as simple as 1, 2, 3. We start with providing nutrition. Here in this example, we're using our Super Mix, which is our most popular Moringa drink. That gives you the body the right start on the day, gives you all the nutrition the body needs. Then number 2, we help with suppression of the appetite and improving of the metabolism. We've got several products in that line. XM Burn is one of our most popular products. And then finally, and this is the key, the third element for successful weight management is detoxification. Rid the body of all of the things that have been stored in the fat cells over the years. And this allows us to have the nutrition we need, the supplementation necessary to suppress the appetite, to reduce the cravings, and cleanse the body. And literally, for the price of a fast food lunch, you can have all the nutrition you need and go into an optimal weight loss program. Now, we understand that while we can nourish the body from the inside out, we can also nourish the body from the outside in. The skin is the largest organ of the body, and what we have done is we have created a complete line of salon quality skincare products and personal care products, all infused with the power of the Moringa oleifera tree, and literally being able to provide people with so many things they use on a daily basis without the toxins, the byproducts, the colorants, the perfumes, the parabens, all the kinds of things that we know are not good for our skin. Now, the second step is to naturally restore the body. And in today's marketplace, the healthcare industry, unfortunately, has become a sickness maintenance industry. Today, it seems like the only way that the medical community tries to restore the body is simply symptom relief. Thousands of deaths each year are attributed to either mismedication or over-medication. The cost of good health care is going, outrageously expensive, with the average household pouring over $1,400 a month into the healthcare system in one fashion or another. We take a different approach. We believe that everything that was necessary to maintain optimal health and wellness has already been provided to us, through nature. And we have developed a line of essential oils that is clinical grade. And essential oils have been around for a long time, but the fact of the matter is there really isn't any essential oils out there that are produced to clinical grade standards. And so this is what we've done, and we're actually taking it one step farther. We're the only company out there that can document the cell active and permeability of our essential oils. But we are now moving into the next generation of essential oils with our Ameo gene expression line. We call it AGX. We have been able to determine, and when I say we, I'm talking about Dr. Joshua Plant, not me. We've been able to determine combinations of essential oils and delivery that actually has a positive impact on gene expression. This is the cutting edge of science today. We are doing things in the essential oil marketplace that other companies are not even going to be looking at for probably a decade, and we're already bringing these to market. So through our essential male oil line, we have a number of traditional oils and traditional blends, plus our new AGX line that is revolutionizing how many people are addressing their health issues today. The final step is to naturally condition the body. And we know that twice as many people die from a sedentary lifestyle as they do from being overweight. And that's kind of a sad statement. And today, everybody knows if you are naturally conditioning your body, it helps decrease stress, it decreases weight, increases your energy level, increases your mental clarity. But it's such a challenge when people don't feel well. Well, what we have done is we've provided the nutrition, then the restoration of the body through our essential oil lines, and we are now tapping into a multi-billion-dollar marketplace, which is the sports nutrition line. However, when you look at the sports nutrition line, it's nothing but sugar-laden drinks, artificial colorants, perhaps artificial sweeteners, soy-based proteins. Zija International, once again, is first to market with cutting-edge category creator products. We have a complete line of sports nutrition products that are all natural, organic, literally changing the way people address these issues. Now, when you have products that meet, first of all, recognized needs, you don't have to tell people or try to convince people that we've got these challenges. They meet recognized needs. People are looking for these products. They only are available through an independent distributor of Zija's products. This is what creates opportunity. And so in today's world, probably never before, at least in my time, I've been around the direct marketing industry for over 30 years now. I don't believe I've ever seen a time in the past 30 years where more people are more open to looking at ways to create additional income streams. And the statistics explain why this is. 2/3 of Americans today could not cover a $1,000 emergency. That would stress them. 80% of American adults will suffer or struggle with joblessness, near poverty, or reliance on welfare at some time in their life. 60% of American households don't have 3 months of emergency funds to cover, challenges they might have, whether it be through, joblessness, downturn in the economy, sickness, what have you. Now, enter Ken Brailsford. Ken Brailsford is the founder and owner of Zija International. Now, you may not recognize Ken's name, but Ken is an icon in both the direct marketing and nutritional industries. He's known as the father of herbal encapsulation. Ken was the first person to be able to put medicinal herbs into gel caps to make it easier for the average person to consume the benefits of these medicinal herbs. Ken launched his first company. He was co-founder of Nature's Sunshine back in the 70s. Many of you will recognize that company's name. It continues today, over 40 years in business, multiple billions of dollars in sales. Ken later went on in the 80s to develop a second company in Rich International, and many of you will recognize that company's name. Today, it continues over 30 years in business, today under the name of Unicity, and again, a multi-billion-dollar company. Well, Ken had long since gone into retirement. And a few short years ago, he viewed a documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel by the name of Moringa oleifera, the Miracle Tree. And when he saw that information, in Ken's words, he was spiritually prompted to come out of retirement to bring this product to market. And the timing of this couldn't be better for so many people. We chose this business model of network marketing for a number of reasons. In today's economy, just about everybody is looking for a way to create an additional income stream. Now, the problem is for many people, that's get another job. But having an extra job to create more money literally takes you away from the things that you really want to be investing your time in, your family, your community, your church, what have you. For others, it's starting a business. Now, the challenge there is in most cases, it's a lot of money to get a business going. And we already know that in America, what is it, something like 4 out of 5 businesses fail in their first 5 years. So the network marketing profession has been an excellent alternative for many, many people. It provides all the benefits of a traditional business, tax breaks and so on, but with a very low cost of entry. It allows you to create a business that has both leverage and residual income. If you understood the value of leverage, the ability to create, with 1 hour of your effort, 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 hours of productivity for your business, and then add into that the concept of residual income. Once it's developed, it continues to pay day after day, month after month, and year after year. It's the ideal opportunity for most people because it allows you to, start on a part-time basis from home, low cost of entry. Yet you have time, freedom, and flexibility to grow as you desire with literally an unlimited income potential. And the key to this industry, the key to the network marketing profession is you are truly in business for yourself. It's a real business. However, you're not in business by yourself because so many other people are involved looking to support your efforts. Now, becoming a Zija independent distributor, relatively simple. Many benefits are created through that. We have a number of programs. We have a fast start commission program. It allows you to be able to create income immediately out of the gate while the numbers are still very small. Then as you develop your customer base, a distribution organization, you can then move into our team commissions, which is what we call our royalty overrides, and that can become an incredibly significant component to your income. We have other programs, our 90-day rank run, where the company will pay you cash bonuses, one-time bonuses for hitting various ranks, anywhere from $500 for some of our entry-level ranks to as much as $5,000. There's additional opportunities and rewards of being part of Zija. We have a Zija Rewards program. This is unheard of in the industry, where simply consuming your own personal products on a monthly basis, the company will enter you in a rewards program. You can receive 25% back on your personal products. So you can get literally free products or use those rewards for other purchases. We have various success trips at our first rank advancement of bronze. The company will fly you, all expenses paid, to the home office in Utah, tour the facilities, meet the corporate team, specialized training by some of the top field leaders. We have a Diamond Club for those of you that are looking to maybe go beyond, a part-time income. The Diamond Club, the company takes us on trips throughout the year. Just got back, a matter of fact, last night, just got back from Cancun, Mexico. This was our second year in Cancun. I've been able to enjoy Caribbean cruises through Zija. So many things that are available for doing something for ourselves, and it's because of the Zija company. Now, the last comment I want to make, and then I'm going to move on, this last slide, this is something that many of you need to pay close attention to. Because, see, in our type of business, as an independent distributor, Nobody has ever done this. Okay, this is the first time in the network marketing history over 70 years that's ever been done. I don't think it's ever going to be done again. Ken Brailsford, the owner of the company, has made a commitment to put 25% of the company's profits, if you will, 25% of Ken's money is going to go back into the hands of the distributors that are willing to commit to and building Zija at a significant level. This is going to be done in the form of 5 different pools of 5% of companies' profits, and they'll be triggered at different levels of the company's growth. Well, the first profit pool was introduced a couple of years ago when the company hit $50 million in annual sales. And I was fortunate enough to be part of that first pool. For many of us, just that small profit pool represents an income on an annual basis that's greater than 80% of the people earn in America today. But the one that you need to be looking at, especially if this is your first exposure to Zija, is the second pool, which will be triggered when we hit $300 million in annual sales. My personal estimate, somewhere within the next 36 to maybe 48 months. That profit pool, that second profit pool, will create 6-figure incomes for people in the profit pool alone. Now, everything that's necessary to be in place to provide for your sport is already here. The company, we're relatively young. We've been in business 10 years. We're extremely profitable. We have the financial resources and the tools necessary to assist you in building your business. All that you have to do is the work part, and that's really important to understand. There's too many people out there that are presenting opportunities where you don't have to do anything. Well, that's not true, okay? And in real life, in the real world, you have to work. But this is an opportunity to work smart, to create a part-time business that over time can literally become a life-changing income. And the reason all of this is happening right now is because we have found ourselves at a point in time where we're tapping into 3 significant market trends. The first one, of course, is the market trend in what's happening in our economy. More and more people are being open to looking at alternative ways to create income. Number 2, the natural solution trend. Everywhere you look, people are talking about eat green, organic, natural. Then add to that the third trend, which is with Zija International. We are at that magic point in time. If you can find a company that will stick around long enough to be able to move into that momentum stage or that exponential growth stage, this is where the fortunes are made, and this is literally where Zija International is today. Now, let me go ahead and stop this here. What I want to do right now is I want to introduce you to one of the people that we've been working with. Let me see here. Oh my goodness, wow, there's a lot of people here that have joined us this evening. I didn't even get a chance to see. What I want to do here right now is I want to go over to Forsyth, Georgia. I've got Dee Dee Shaw with me. Now, let me bring Dee Dee over here to join me. Dee Dee is one of our distributors. I had the good fortune of meeting Dee Dee here, oh geez, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. Dee Dee, let's see if I got, oh, we got you there, Dee Dee. Let me just do a real quick unmute here. Okay, I've got you unmuted, Dee Dee. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Fred.
Very good. Well, let me introduce you here. Folks, Dee Dee Shaw is well known throughout the Zija community. Dee Dee is a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools a number of her children. I'm not going to take too much from your story, but when Dee Dee joined us, she was looking for a way to create a full-time income while still being able to stay home and do the things that she wanted to do for her family. Dee Dee, take a moment. Share with the folks a little bit about where you were just a few years ago when the Zija income opportunity was presented to you. Tell the folks what you did that your first day, that first week, that first month to get off to a fast start, and what has that done to change your family's situation?
Okay, thank you for sharing, for allowing me to share, Fred. When we got started with Zija in 2009, our financial situation was pretty desperate. We were either paying our mortgage or we were buying groceries. That's kind of where we were. There was never enough money for the end of the month. And I was looking for an opportunity to be able to continue to stay home with my kids. I had walked away from a really nice paying job in corporate America, but we wanted to maintain that lifestyle. And I needed to know that I was partnering with a company that I was going to be with, that would be able to will to my kids, my grandkids. And so when Zija came along, I had been looking for those things that you were talking about. I was looking for a company that had seasoned, successful corporate leadership. I didn't want to build today and have to rebuild tomorrow. I was looking for a company that had products that were world class. And the timing wasn't quite where we wanted it to be when I got involved with Zija, but it was enough that using the right system, I was able to, in a 4-year time span, go from 0 to diamond, working part-time around a crazy schedule. You didn't mention how many kids I have. Started with 12 when I came on board with Zija, now have 14, and continue to build my business around my crazy schedule. But Fred, I think what's important to note is what took me 4 years. Somebody today, with what we've got coming, could easily do it in, 4 or 5 months. I've seen that happen with people. I've seen other people that have come along behind me do that in a year, 13 months. And I have heard enough of the rumblings of what's coming down the pike to know that it would be very easy for somebody to come in and do the exact same thing I did. Now with the system that I use, but with the infrastructure we have, with the product opportunity we have, and they could do it in a much shorter time frame. So all I did was plug into the system. It's simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. You don't have to know a lot of people. You introduce people to the opportunity, which is what I did. I got excited when I bought my builder package to get started, because I knew I needed to have enough product to share. I was spending grocery money. It was eat beans and rice or move that product. And so I did. I sold those samples to recoup my initial investment. Then I got those people in front of some information similar to what we're doing tonight. We just went through the product. We went through the business. My first paycheck was almost $600. That was my first full week in the business. And I continued to build and grow my business and continue to share with people. And that's really, it doesn't get any simpler. Nobody says it's easy, but it is really simple. So I just thank you for the opportunity to share. I am more excited now than I was when I first got started with Zija. And I'm looking forward to what the next year or so holds for us as a company and for those people that take the opportunity to get involved.
Dee Dee, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time. I know you got your family with you right now. Appreciate everything that you're doing for the Zija community and certainly for your team. Thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you, Fred.
We'll go ahead and let Dee Dee go back. And then I have one more person with me this evening and just dropped in. I haven't had a chance to speak with her, but I'd love her to share her story with us. Let's see if I can bring her on here. Barbie, give you warning. I'm going to bring you on to camera here. Barbie Stahl is also well known throughout the Zija community. Hey, Barbie, I hope I'm not surprising you.
No, even if you were, I love surprises.
Okay, very good. Let me just kind of set this up. Barbie Stahl came to us a few years ago, a stay-at-home mom. She'd raised her family. Had no business background, no sales or network marketing background, but had a burning desire to succeed, and literally in just over a year was able to build her business working from home to our diamond level. Our diamond distributors are 6-figure income earners. Barbie, take just a moment, share with the folks a little bit about why you wanted to get involved with this company, this business, and what you did to get off to such a fast start.
Sure. It's been 6 years now, which I can't believe that. It's been so much fun. It's just flown by. But I had been a stay-at-home mom. Well, I still am, but my nest is empty. But anyway, I had a window of time from when the last graduated to when we were wanting to go back into full-time vocational ministry. And I've had a passion for nutrition. And when Doug gave me my first pack of Smart Mix, the thing that amazed me was that everything was in one pack. Well, I like that. And it was all balanced, you know, it was just as God, you know, made it. They just put it in a pack. And so when I realized the benefits of it and the simplicity of it, you know, I had to tell people. And so I came in with what was a gold pack then. That was where I was able to fit in. And having no prior experience, I did just that. I plugged into the system and took notes. And I was on every call. I would fly back and forth to Atlanta to go to a meeting and then come back to Ohio and tell everybody what I learned. And so there weren't, you know, the tools that we have now. And as Dee Dee was mentioning, people can do it much faster now. We have multi-product divisions. We just had a few products back then, but the products were strong, and those products are still here. And the strength of the company, to me, you know, I'm an example. I had never done anything like this, but I did what I was told and had fun doing it and built that residual income by sharing with others. My first paycheck was $17, and I was so excited. I called Doug, didn't know how on earth I'd earned it. But within that calendar year, those weekly checks were thousands of dollars. And so, and then just recently, thanks to Zija, I've leased my third Mercedes-Benz. And with all of this new things that are in the works, setting up things, the system and the promotion and that, the fire that's in me is burning hotter than it was that first round. And I'm so excited, I can't hardly stand myself. And it's like I can't tell people fast enough, and I'll be talking to somebody and have to write somebody else's name down. So I don't know if we have any visitors on tonight, but I would just encourage you, now is the time. Now is the best time. Get ahead of what's going to be happening, and there's no risk. So why wouldn't you? So thanks for the opportunity. It's always a blessing. I'm anxious to see our new Zija family members as they come on board, and we're here to help. So back to you.
Barbie, thank you so much. Congratulations on all the success you've had. And then just for me personally, thank you for everything you've done to support all of the Zija community and, of course, the members of your team. Thanks for being with us this evening.
Thanks.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a chance to learn a little bit about our company, the products that we're bringing to market, you know, the leadership of the company. That's really the number one ingredient. Leadership trumps everything. And when I got involved with Zija, this is like, I believe, almost 9 years ago. The company had only been in business 2 years. But I was fortunate because I'd been involved in this industry many years ago. I was able to retire after 10 years, you know, at an age that, you know, most people are still looking at another 20, 25 years of work. And that changed everything. And what I learned from that time is that the number one ingredient to success in our profession is experienced corporate leadership. I just had an opportunity to come back from Cancun. And I want to tell you, something is about to happen with our company. When I joined the company, we had very limited resources, but I had the experience to take a home-based business. I do this part-time from home. I care for my elderly mother. And so I've always just done this around her schedule. And within 36 months, I was able to set up my retirement program with this company. And we entered into our first wave. And this is something that's very important to understand. All companies go through cycles. It's never a straight up line. You know, you have times of increase, times of stabilization, perhaps times of retooling, back into times of growth. That first mini wave happened when we went from $10 million a year in sales to $50 million a year in sales. And it created a fortune. It developed because I had an organization in place. I was able to ride that first little wave. Well, as of yesterday, returning from Cancun, having an opportunity to spend time with our corporate team, to spend time with our field leadership. I believe we had something like 40 of the top income earners in the company there. I am now privy to something that is going to be happening with our company. We are at that magic point in time where we will be making, we're calling it the second wave, but it is the run from $100 million a year where we are today to $500 million a year. Very few companies in our profession have done that. But if you can find a company that has the infrastructure, the corporate leadership, the field leadership, to be able to do that, that is where the fortunes have been made in our profession. In 14 days, 2 weeks from tonight, there will be an announcement made on our corporate once-a-month call that will rock this industry. We are going to be creating an environment where we will literally, without question, double the size of this company conservatively in the next 12 months. Realistically, probably half that amount of time. And so this is what I want to present to you, and then we'll close for the evening. If you knew you could get involved with a company that was going to double in size in the next 6 to 12 months, would that be something you'd want to do? If you had an opportunity to share with people world-class products that meet recognized needs that really do work and they change people's lives, would that be something you would want to do? If you had an opportunity to compress the next 10, 20, 30 years of income and compress it into the next 1, 2, or 3 years, would that be something you want to do? So for those of you that have been invited as guests, I'm going to encourage you to contact the person who asked you to be part of this presentation. If you're watching the video replay of this, contact the person that asked you to be part of this. Take advantage of what's going to happen with this company. This rarely happens in the history of network marketing. There have only been about a dozen companies that have ever achieved billion-dollar-a-year status. Zija International will be the next one. So with that, thank you for joining us. A quick shout out to Barbie and Dee Dee for taking time out of their schedule to share their stories with you. Looking forward to seeing you on one of our next events. My name is Fred Holmes. It's been my privilege to join you, and we'll go ahead and sign off for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.